This is Betty. My nieces and my nephews, y'all can introduce yourselves.
Me.
Special. She come over here. Oh my god.
Yeah, just talk.
Sorry, guys. Trying to swallow the candy. Sorry. My name is Damis Alexander Lee Odom.
What's your nickname? You don't want to tell? Alright, go ahead. You ain't got to tell nobody.
Nah, go ahead.
Alright, come on, y'all.
Anyway, I have a very long name, so I'm gonna just keep it short.
Okay.
My nickname originally is Udi Tabuti, but we just kept it at Udi.
That ain't the name. I don't know where you got that from because that ain't the name.
I don't even remember that name.
Look, Don Swag came from
No.
Rocky
You
Lynn.
gonna go with Udi.
Go.
Udi Tabuti came from Rocky
You
Lynn.
go with Udi.
So,
Alright, Mama.
My name is Shanice Alexander Lee Odom. Everybody calls me my mom.
Yeah.
or mamas.
My name is Tyrese Alexander Lee Odom, aka Shanka Boombada. But
Or
we just
George.
keep it
Or
at-
Kima
I was about to
probably.
say-
Yeah, I used to climb the
trees.
Yeah, the trees and all that. So I don't know, Kima.
That was
No, I
not
was
her
on the
reason.
monkey bars.
That was
I was on
not
the
her
monkey
reason.
bars.
No, that's not.
That's from the book.
What was your reason you called him George?
Curious George.
When I came to the hospital,
That is not why she called you George.
when I came to the hospital, he looked like Curious George.
Yes.
That's why.
That's why I said Curious George.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we kept it at George, or it was Shanka. So
Alright. Okay, so what do y'all remember?
Well, I'll let you go first.
yeah, I was sure.
Well, okay.
Keep it short, please.
You
Since,
gotta talk loud.
since I'm the oldest, as much as I remember when we lived on Old Johns, Aunt Cindy lived on the floor above us, and when mommy wasn't home, we would go upstairs and hang with Aunt Sandy, Poochie, Day Day. You know, Shannon wasn't really always there because Shannon was at work, but Duda was there also. And you know, we would go up there to play the game with Poochie and Duda. Now, Day Day, she was in her own world. Sometimes she would come and play with us, but mainly in her own world. But Aunt Sandy was very stern and understanding, you know, because it's her household. So, like, you couldn't really touch certain things, you couldn't really do too much. And I ain't gonna lie, when my mom came home, I was like, Aunt Sandy didn't let me do this and do that. But at the same time, like I said, it was her household, so it was her rules, I had to follow it. But I don't really remember Aunt Sandy as like one of those aunts that's like annoying or mean or, you know, unlikable. She was, you know, very funny. We still did fun things. But that's only, I can't really say anything too bad because it was never bad. You know, we always did something. We might not went out much, but we still did something.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Alright.
So I remember when y'all first came home. I really remember we was living on top of us. I was more so we was upstairs a lot. We always came upstairs all the time. I remember me and Daddy always got into it because I was always in her room playing in her stuff. I remember that. We was outside a lot, outside our house in the front, playing. Well, I can't say double dutch because I never played double dutch. We tied the rope to the doorknob.
In the
We
tree.
did that.
In the
Yeah,
tree.
we did that a lot. But more so, I remember more of our memories at the towers, where we was always going up and down steps, playing on the elevator. I only remember one falling out, and that was at our house on top of when you lived on top of us. And I really don't remember what it was about. I more so remember it might have been toys or something like that. And I just remember y'all leaving. But then when y'all came back, it was some years later, and then we was back at the towers. That's when I remember the towers. But I more so remember that was just like, yay, Aunt Cindy's back home. We gonna be at her house forever. We always there. Every day. It was more so in the summer. If we wasn't at the pool at the towers, we was always, if it was at the old house when we was on top of us, we was always upstairs in your house playing. That was really it. It was more so Aunt Cindy's home, so that's where we at, like that.
It was kind of sorry, my bad.
Good, no, you fine.
I was gonna say our senior house was pretty much like the second playground because we was always upstairs, like just watching movies, eating whatever, playing a game with each other, or we would just play around with each other in the room. But we wasn't really too physical because at the time growing up we was kind of sensitive, so we wasn't too physical with it.
Right.
But nobody went to the hospital at the time.
Right, that's true.
I can say that. In our Sandy's house, in our house is different. Cause I was always there.
Say now.
Oh, you know what? No, we gonna talk about physical. When Udi and Latif broke my last
we ain't
table.
about to do all that. He broke. No.
I was there.
When I was there, I watched it. I'm gonna be honest, it was Udi.
I'm about to say.
It was Udi. He lifted Latif up.
No.
And thought he was WWE.
No. So the way it went,
trying to be Triple
the
H.
way it went, Latif spared me on the couch, and then I did pick him up, and we both went into the table.
Oh, y'all both went to the table, or you put him on the table.
Yeah, you put him on the table.
Backwards.
We bit.
No, he didn't put him in.
No,
because
Mom,
he
you
was
wasn't
the
there.
one that got hurt.
I was the one
No.
with the scar.
No, Mom. You wasn't here. Udi tried to WWE him into the table because he was mad. He pushed him to the couch.
I got mad that Latif spared me out of nowhere.
So you broke the
So you
table.
broke the
I
table.
slammed Latif onto the table.
See, Mom, so your son
But
doesn't
go
visit
back
that.
to
He was like,
take a turn. Take a turn.
Let's get back to the. Let's get back to the question at hand.
Shanka, what you remember?
when I was younger, I just remember the towers. That's really how it was. I would always, I couldn't really go nowhere without these two, so it was like I had no choice but to like do what they was doing.
Right.
Like my sister said, like Mama said, we just used to be like going up and down the elevator a lot. I don't know why it was so fun to us, but it was fun. I don't know. We was just always doing it, clicking buttons.
Lester, we just pressing buttons.
Yeah, like we was just at one point. I think we just had the whole thing lined up. Like, I think we was just like running around just doing it. And I think the lady at the front desk was just like, she was like, "Y'all gotta stop!" And every time we saw her running, I think I was always the lookout, and I was just like,
That's just some white people.
I was like this peeking around the corner. And I remember the lady used to just get out the chair. She was like, she coming. And we would just run.
Sometimes we couldn't catch the elevator.
Yeah, we
went
couldn't
off
catch the elevator. We ran up the steps.
So did y'all think I was stern? Did y'all think I was stern, or was I more stern than your mom? Or is your mom more stern than me?
She was more stern than you.
Really?
Yes.
I mean,
It more so was
I can
because
say it was balanced. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I remember more so of when we went the elevators, when they called upstairs and told you we was on the elevators, we all got in trouble.
Yeah, that's
I remember.
really
I think that was the only time I remember getting in trouble by you.
I think-
And that was the first time I heard you yell at us. And
yeah, I
I think my punishment. I think no, you yelled at them too, but me, I think my punishment was that I either had to stand in the corner and like face the corner.
Right. That's
Yeah.
not
Or it was
I'm about
like,
to say,
I think I had
we
to like.
all had to. That was
I think I had
after
to,
you got
like,
yelled at. I think
But
that
the
was
way
only
she
time.
had it, the way she had it, the way the room was.
I think it was like I couldn't play
Shanka was
Dragon
about-
Ball Z Budokai. That's what it was. I couldn't do that. I couldn't play it.
Shanka
No
was
more.
by the door. He had to face the corner by the door. I had to go further in the room, the other corner. Mama had to sit in the other corner. So the way the room is square, but we was like this,
I
separated
think that
from
was
each
like
other.
the first and last time.
Yeah, that was the last
I
time
said,
we did
y'all gonna get in trouble. I said, I'm not. That's my thing.
See,
Yeah,
Nah.
and then Udi was the only one that started getting in trouble. I was
Alright.
every time you
But-
filmed me, I was in the room with
But I had one
can't
more
remember his
thing.
name. I
It was
in the room
Duda.
with-
He was in
Yeah,
the room with Duda.
I was
Yes.
just playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I was just like, they're like, y'all would call my name. Y'all be like, Shanka. I'm like, I come running like, huh? And y'all be like, what are you in there doing? I'm like, I'm just playing a game. And then before you know it, y'all be like, where your brother at? I'm like, that was my biggest thing. That Udi would come running back up the steps out of nowhere, just like,
I'm right here.
I'm here. I'm good. And it was always on time. Like it was never like you would call him and then like 5 minutes later he'd come running. It's like you call and like probably like 3 seconds later he'd peek in his head.
That's why I asked her was she more meaner than me, because my kids probably thought I was mean.
No, I'm saying
I think that all of y'all are literally the same.
literally.
Just
No,
then it
Rakeem
doesn't.
I just feel like she's more stubborn.
No, Mom, you
Well,
always.
no, a lot of them on my team was talking.
We didn't. I'm gonna say I didn't never have to deal with that. I'm just
Because she
gonna
was
say
the
that.
princess of the
Nah,
house.
she's just more stubborn. That's just what it is.
My mom
No,
never got in trouble.
I got blamed for a
Exactly.
lot
So
of
I
things.
can't.
that
I can't
was
say
confused
that.
to.
My childhood
Yourself
wasn't
turned
like
out
that.
fine.
Thank you. See,
Sure
Sure.
did.
Yeah.
You got your scholarship. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. just focused on football. You know.
How that temper coming?
Who? That's
Everybody know
Alexander.
about that.
Well, Alexander, you know,
Alexander, yeah.
It's in the bloodline,
we
bro.
know, we know.
Thank you.
Thank you for my parenting. Thank you for
I
my
know.
parenting skills.
But I mean, like I said, where we come from, we gotta do it. Gotta do it.
That's why I said, honestly, all of y'all were, it was like the same person no matter where we went.
Right.
It was just, well, for me, I would say, it was just different privileges for me, I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, you got the
'Cause I
same
was-
privilege from everybody. You ain't
No,
getting no
because I
trouble.
think one
I
thing
didn't.
that
I was technically
I'm
the
gonna tell
only
you, my
girl.
kids, okay, so my kids would get mad sometimes because I was more nicer to everybody
us.
else than them.
Right.
Man,
But that's
I
why.
one time.
so you remember?
I remember.
So you
I'm
remember?
gonna get to you in a minute.
Well, also, that's what I was about to say. When you came, that's why I said, you know, when you came home, it's I
It
got
was
the
fun
same
time. It was party time.
But that's what I was about to say. We thought like it was rich. Like auntie gonna take us wherever. We gonna go wherever. But I also got there with Aunt Rakina. Well, we got there with our mom too. So
Right.
we was I just felt spoiled all around.
Look, I was running around
But
saying,
we really in our head, Auntie's home, our rich aunt home. We
I
going
ain't gonna
wherever.
lie, I was running around
Like
saying my auntie in the army, my mom was in the Navy.
yeah, like
We got money.
I'm gonna need
Don't play it.
Right.
But that's one of the biggest things. When you came home, it didn't matter. We was stopping everything we was doing because that was our time. Whatever week that was, whatever month that was what it was.
Yeah, we
Like,
always looked forward
yeah, like
to you coming home, even down to this
Damn.
week. Like,
Yeah, like-
no matter how tired or whatever we was like, look, like what I say to y'all today.
well,
I got a little
was
hurt
coming
when
from-
Shantae told me I don't feel well, I ain't going. I got hurt, and I was like, you know, this is not okay. I said because for real, honestly, we got to look at it like she not. I said they not on our time. We're on their time, and they travel very far to come and do what they do. And I said this is not all about business. It's about family, and she want to see us. They want to spend time with us. I said we a little salty. Everybody couldn't come down, but. At the end of the day, we know you only here for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
and that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, we
The
wanted
funny
to
part
see you as
is-
much as possible.
The funny part is that like I had got off work and
I'm really glad Shinka was home for it.
I had texted her. I was like, wow, I'm so tired, but I really want to.
Yeah, he was like, I'm about to take a shower and brush my teeth and stuff. I'm coming. I'm gonna get my clothes. I'm literally on his phone like, Tyrese, why are you still in the house?
I was like,
He's like, no,
I
my
was-
mom.
Well, our mom is better. Like that.
I was out of it. After dealing with kids all day, I was out of it. I was
Like
so
we,
tired.
I can say we be like real exhausted, but if it's something we gotta do, we push ourselves through to do it no matter what. Like we be tired and don't want to move, but we gonna do it. Even like the other night, I'm like, yo, look, listen, what's going on? I was real mad. So I'm trying to get her my happy hour.
No,
Right.
I was
Listen,
Right.
I was
that's why I need her to learn to make it
Yeah,
hard.
like,
Did she learn how to drive?
Hey, I know.
I'm the driver.
I at one point I had 3.
I feel like as a parent, as a mom, when it come down to all of us, like all 6 of us, I think we don't all have the
big
same
turnaround.
parenting style, but I think we do. We're all like hard and stern and like on top of our kids. Like we not. Come on, get in there. Like we not playing. Like we don't play no games when it comes to our kids. And growing up, our kids don't understand. They just feel like, oh, we mean parents or we jack them up or
not me. I
okay, you
know
got
it
punched in your
comes
face and your back. That's your problem. But
That's
you
not.
didn't.
That
You
wasn't our
caused-
problem.
It wasn't
Hold
my
up.
problem.
It was just to keep you in line. And cause somebody like Bonin didn't care if Rakima got in trouble for cooking.
Yo, man.
Like Bonin did not. Bonin is the person that don't have. He didn't have no sense of urgency. This boy will get up 2 hours late for school. Don't care that
Bonin
Rakima
did
gonna
not.
get in trouble for truancy.
Bonin and Duda have that same.
But that's him.
What?
That's him too. Huh? Who is the same way? That's what
No,
I'm
Udi
saying.
was definitely
Udi
the
is the
same
same
way.
way.
We're not about to
Yo.
say that about me.
I'm talking about coming out
Udi
of
be
coming
makes
to school.
Everything. He's the same way. Y'all all have at least one kid that's exactly the same.
5 minutes ago, go to the kick,
I
dog.
was the
Yes.
only kid. I would probably say I was the only kid who never came out of
Still be in the shower.
Never was that.
I'm crazy about my hygiene, okay?
Shane, that's Shane.
He's not talking about the pool.
Shane is like a woman who gonna be in 2 hours.
That's him.
That's
I need to make
sure I'm
Shame.
feeling.
That is
I'm talking about feeling period.
how many
That's a
times
lot
have
that your body that dirty.
on this beard?
I
Why?
never came out of uniform.
Why?
I gotta take care of my beard too.
And that's them.
I do take 45 minutes shower. I will lie.
It's-
Everybody do be saying I shower like a
That water's
girl.
cold.
Hey, thank you.
Well, I'm
Okay.
paying for it now. So.
Cause it hurt.
Basically.
Nobody asked you nothing. Why
I'm just saying.
Even
trying to
down
act
to like I'ma just say it goes a little bit beyond me and what happened to me. Everybody know, you know, me and Rakim, we grew up together. We was tight, we was close, we was like this. So even down to her having a child early in life. And it hurt me to have to listen to her be talked to so aggressive and crazy because she did something, you know, I'm gonna say a mistake, not saying that my nephew is a mistake, but the situation was a mistake at hand. So me being around and listening to this aunt, this uncle, this person saying something ignorant and smart about my sister, I don't like that. Like, that's still my sister. I don't care what she just did. So even going from that and moving to our mom house, we moved in there and it was a whole different atmosphere. For one, it was confusing because me and my sister is moving in, but my other sister and my niece is moving out. The same as that day we're moving in. And I remember getting in trouble the second day living there. The second day living there, and this was my first time experiencing being talked to by my mom in such a crazy way, like I'm a person in the street.
Hold up, Betty. If I can remember correctly, I think it was. I don't know. I know I got in trouble the first day.
I know.
We were
I got
sitting
in
on the
trouble
couch.
I got in trouble the second day. Nope. My reason for getting in trouble the second day involved Shantae. Now, like I said, Shantae was little.
She got in
She
trouble
was-
a
she
lot.
was 4
about
years old.
Shantae. A lot. And I couldn't understand.
But we were playing. This is the thing,
But
though.
no, it wasn't nothing funny. Like,
Yeah,
it
no,
wasn't-
y'all,
wasn't
it's not a
funny.
joke. You gotta
Okay,
listen.
let him finish.
So, like I said, we moved in. We're moving in because our mom,
Right.
Barbara, had a heart attack. Her doctor felt as though she needed time by herself. She needed to relax. She needed to get, like, she was under stress. So, her sisters and one of her brothers, Spencer, Annie Lane, and Aunt Shirley, they felt the best idea was, oh, everybody need to leave. Everybody got to get out the house. She got to be by herself. First off, how do that make sense? A person that just had a heart attack should be by themselves. That, for one, was stupid to me. And y'all not coming to take care of her. Y'all got your own thing going on. Y'all could care less. Y'all just talked about it. But, so we leave. We moved there. Gail and Ryan moved down the street to 72nd and Ogots. And we moved to Abbotsford. 3104C, Abbotsford Avenue.
Oh, that's the address.
That's the address. And we lived on the front, facing the expressway, where we used to throw bottles and cans and candy over the dish.
Oh, y'all just be
So we thought this was going to be something fun. We're moving in with our mom. Like, we know exactly who our mom is. We just didn't live with her. So we thinking this is going to be something fun. Get in there. You know, we moving our stuff in. Everything's going upstairs. Now, it's bittersweet because we don't understand why our other sister is moving out. We thinking we about to live with everybody. They move out. And there's tension in the house, but we don't even realize it. We don't understand because we young. So we don't understand right away that there's something going on here. So all I know is I remember I'm downstairs playing with Shantae. My mom had like this, the way the furniture was, it was a big part of the chair, and then it was the handsock part. So I'm playing with Shantae, we laying down, and it was called the airplane. I know everybody as kids played this game. So it was called the airplane. All I know is I'm laying down on the couch, and at the time I'm like, what was I, like 10? I was like 10. And I put my feet up, Shantae's on my feet, and I got her like this. We playing, we doing it back and forth. and the hassock part moves. So my legs slip and Shantae kind of like go to fall off, but I grab her and she falls to the side and hit her side on the hassock. So she falls on the floor, like not hard, and she started crying. She's screaming, she crying. She 4, of course she acting all crazy. And all I know is our mom come running down the steps, and she started yelling and screaming at me, calling me bees, and why you just throw my daughter on the floor? And then I'm like, wait, what? And then Shantae's over on another couch, she's crying. She just snatches me and starts punching me. And I'm like, what? It was an accident. Like, I'm trying to talk, and she wouldn't let me talk. And she just kept hitting me. Mind you, the household I moved out of, that didn't happen to us there. So I'm trying to explain. She was like, you trying to kill my daughter, da 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 da. And I'm like, this is my little sister. Like, I'm not trying to kill her, like we're playing. So she said, I have to go to bed. I'm not getting nothing to eat for dinner. I gotta go to bed. So she told me to go upstairs and go in the room and lay down. Mind you, it's like 8 o'clock at night. So I go upstairs, get in the bed or whatever. As soon as I get under the cover, here she comes, she hitting me with a belt. And I'm just like, damn, you just hit me downstairs. Like, why you up here hitting me again? And I just remember going to sleep, getting up the next day, and everything in me was just like, kill this lady. Because why she putting her hands on me? I don't even know her like that. And I just got to your house and you beating the crap out of me for it. Something that was an accident. And then the next day, here comes my sister. Jamia comes in the door, gets in my face, she's screaming at me, she pulling me by my shirt, talking about, you better not ever put your effing hands on my sister again. You hurt my sister like that again, I'ma hurt you. So I'm telling her like, oh, first off, I didn't do this to her on purpose, we was playing. Then I'm like, Shantae, tell her. Shantae just sitting on the chair not saying nothing. And I'm looking at her like, tell her we were playing, like nobody's listening to me. Shantae ain't say nothing. Jamia hit me on the side of my head and was like, you heard what I said. And she told Rakima to come here, and she started talking to Rakima. They was talking about something, she had gave Rakima some money, and then she left the house. So after that, I was like, boom, you on my list too, bitch, I hate you too. Now, I don't like Shantae, I don't like Loretta, and I definitely don't like Jamia. So, mind you, I'm 10. So now, the rest of the time that I'm living in this house, my animosity is building up towards these people because Jamia keeps coming over, but she only talks to Rakima. She don't want to talk to me because she don't like me now because I hurt Shantae by accident. So then one day Loretta comes in the room and she says, get in that bathroom and give her a bath and wash her hair. Now I'm 10, I've never had to do nobody hair before. So I go in there with Shantae and I gave her a bath or whatever. Then I got in trouble because she said I didn't wash her up good enough because the bar of the soap still had the word Dove on it. So there's no way I washed her up good. So she told me, go back in there and wash her up again. So I'm like, all right, so I do that. And then I come out and I'm trying to dry her hair. Now I'm getting hit because Shantae's screaming because I'm blowing drying her hair too hard. But her hair is thick and coarse. The comb kept getting it. So now she hitting me because she said I'm being smart to Shantae. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm just trying to do her hair like you said. So she take her, she blow dry her hair, and she told me to come back in the room and it's time to braid it. So I'm sitting on the floor and mommy rolling in front of her bed at this other chair and I'm braiding Shantae hair. Every time Shantae flinch or cry or move, she's slapping me talking about you braiding her hair too hard. So I'm like, well, why I got braided anyway? This is not my kid. Now I get punched in the mouth because I done got smart. And I'm told to get out. And I had to go to bed. Once again, I'm going to bed. I didn't get nothing to eat for dinner because she said I'm in trouble. So now I gotta go to bed. So it's like to live with that for years at a time, constantly getting in trouble for things that's not of me, like it's not my fault. But I'm already labeled as a certain kind of sister because I hurt her my first, like I was watching a jail show, 60 Days In. This is my first day in, and now I'm in trouble, so I'm done for the whole amount of time I gotta live here because I didn't do her right. But then on the other hand, I gotta listen to and watch Rakima get in trouble for little stuff like, because at the time she was a teenager with a son, and Dante could be sitting there and he got a stain on the front of his little onesie or whatever. So our mom freaked out on her, talking about why you letting him sit here with dirty clothes on, this and this and that. And Rakima like, oh, he just got done eating, I didn't even get a chance to clean him up. Next thing I know, she punching her. Like, what just happened? Like, she didn't get to take him upstairs to give him a bath. So it's like we had to live with that, and nobody understood what we was going through in that house because nobody was there. They didn't see it, and she put a good front on when people came around. If we tried to tell something, we got in trouble. We was told you're gonna get cut later if you open your mouth again. Because every time grandma came over, I was telling. Because my goal was to get out of here. I don't like these people, and I don't want to live here with them no more. So
yeah, it was mommy's fault that.
Hold on. Go ahead. You want to say something first?
It was mommy's fault why me and Betty, when we was there, we wasn't too fond of you because, but not too much me. I got in trouble for Dante laughing or whatever. Like,
yeah, being
I got
too
in
loud
trouble
while
for
she's trying to watch
stupid
TV,
stuff.
like, shit we
But
never
Betty got
experienced in
like
life.
beat downs over you, especially when you had your first seizure. Seizures is something that happened, and Betty got blamed for that. Like I was lost about that. Like, but like the first day that we came there, like we had to sit on the couch because mommy was asleep.
We couldn't watch TV.
We couldn't watch TV.
turn
We
nothing
couldn't
on. We had
do
to sit in
nothing.
silence. Like
So
The,
Shantae,
she was a kid. She
I
couldn't
know
even
you
remember.
was for nothing you could do, but when you're listening to this now, does some things make some sense? You don't think it makes sense?
I mean, it makes sense that you're saying this. Is just shocking because I never knew none of this.
Right.
Like, this is the first time I'm actually hearing any of this. Especially like Betty's story. The
Yeah.
whole, like, she never ever told me this.
Yeah,
Like, it's so
I-
mind blowing.
like, when I say I kept these things to
Well, yeah,
myself,
I was gonna
it just
say,
made
yeah.
me be like,
I
started being
didn't
a
know.
really
I know.
hard person.
But that
on the
makes
inside.
sense. Like, you know, if it was an attitude like later down the line, or she felt some ill will against,
Right.
you know,
Now-
because it was told to me, oh, I don't think
I
she
know.
likes Loretta or whatever the case may be.
and
But it
that's
makes sense.
right. So hindsight
Mhm.
is that we learn from it, just like Mama said. So, for example, now mind you, I wasn't there, right? I didn't know all this was going on.
Right.
I heard it later over the years, but here's what's so ironic. Betty did it to me at 4.
Well, Auntie Lane said that she
That's
got,
what y'all wasn't in there today. Auntie Lane
she
said
got,
it.
mommy got treated bad, and that's why she treated
Yeah.
us bad. Because I was really under the assumption until about a year, maybe 2 years before mommy died, that she really did like me and she really did love me.
Yeah, because we thought she
But-
didn't like us.
Yeah.
She told
And
me
that she didn't love us.
every
That's why
day.
She did us like that.
She told me every day. Well, she said I love you, but I don't like you. And
Yep.
if you ever step up to me,
Yep.
I'm gonna beat you like a bitch in the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how she
And I
talked
was
to us.
called.
That was how
I
she
was
talked to us.
I was called bitch like every day. And then the first 45 minutes of being there, when Betty said we had to go over there, first 45 minutes of being there with Dante on my lap, and I didn't even know that I was pregnant with Bonin, but she came downstairs. She didn't even say like hi or nothing, but maybe she shouldn't have, because we was the kids and she was grown. But something was wrong with the shade, and she asked us what happened, and I was just like, we don't know. And first time ever in my life, I got socked right in the eye with Dante right here, and Betty was sitting right there, and it was just like.
Now you have a daughter now, right? So just picture this. Not gonna talk about Aunt Barbara, okay? But Aunt Barbara, to them, for the most part, really was their mother. Because she came at 3 months old. So to go from all this love and affection and being able to run and to play and to have fun and to laugh, could you imagine your daughter right now being taken from you and put in an environment that she just talked about? You can't even imagine that, could you?
Sandy, I can't agree with you on coming from a bunch of love and affection.
Okay, I know. Stay right there. I don't want to mess with that. I got you. Stay there. That's another situation. Betty, you understand what I'm saying? You can't even comprehend somebody doing anything to your child, right? So you can't even imagine the mental effect it would have.
Yeah.
And the only way you can even try to see it is to listen to what she's saying, right?
Right.
So, just dealing with Betty. So, the thing about it is that, again, why she didn't do certain things. Y'all listen to your mom, right? Y'all listening. This is why she didn't do a thing. This is why she didn't do so and so and so and so and so and so. Every reason we do or don't do a thing is because it's something in the core of what we come through. Okay? Now, let's go to Rakim. When they would talk about her, she was always retarded. You know how long that went on?
Well,
How long did that go on?
Maybe until I was a teenager.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Up until
And that label, that even though after you're talking and after you are excelling in school, getting awards, which you were supposed to go to Dobbins for. All of that.
She went there.
I know, and yeah. And then that got stopped. I won't deal with the Loretta thing, but that got kind of stopped, but she wasn't sent to school. But my point of it is that then she has babies and she doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what's going on, whatever it is, what. So a lot of things that happened or how they did things, a lot of that was predicated upon whatever happened in their childhood. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, Latif, Dante, so I get them up on the thing. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. So the first questions I asked everyone, and that is, what do you remember about me? Good, bad, or indifferent. It's okay.
You wanna go first?
No, I'm gonna let you go first.
Me? You want me to go first?
He tried to kill her dog.
I didn't. What I remember about Sandy, I'm gonna say you can't.
Aunt Sandy.
Aunt Sandy, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. But yeah, as far as like, he was cool. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun going to your house. It was fun. I remember we used to let me ride in the front seat of the truck. And I remember that one time you came here from Texas in like 6 hours and you ain't supposed to be able to do that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that day. I think I remember like I remember a lot when you lived over top of Betty. That was when I don't know. That's when we all used to like, just chill up there. But one of the other things I really remember about you for real is that you was one of the your house was one of the only other places I could go without like, not being able to come back without, getting kicked out. And like, all right, don't send him back. That was it was you and Betty in the mirror. That was it. I think I can only go to y'all house.
My kids couldn't go nowhere but right to my house. And their grandparents.
So
you didn't want them there. They didn't want me there.
Okay, focus. Say with me. Okay, so what else?
And I remember that one time I got in trouble because Poochie told on me. I remember that shit.
What he did? What he said?
I was thirsty and I was trying to make some Kool-Aid.
I already know what this is.
And I forgot. I just started drinking it or whatever, like the powder without the. He came and told on me, and I got in trouble. I remember that, but
You drink Kool-Aid without water?
yeah, I remember that. But I don't know what y'all talking about this dog.
So do you don't? Okay, so you don't remember?
No.
We had the little white dog.
I remember the white dog. He was cool.
And you guys were living right off Church Lane.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said we're gonna go walk the dog. And so we got into the truck, rode around to some open area.
The Belfield.
Okay.
I remember. I didn't kill the dog.
You don't remember running?
No.
You don't remember running through the yard, dragging the dog?
I remember the dog running with me.
The dog was running with you. Alright.
Nothing to the
Well,
story.
the dog wasn't running with you. You were dragging her in the air.
You were running.
Yeah, you were running.
She was trying to keep up.
So you don't.
Wait,
Do you?
Latif almost killed the white dog?
The little white dog. Yeah. He was
Baby,
running.
you said it earlier.
Trying to kill the dog.
I That's the COVID.
So do you? Yeah. So do you remember the first time I popped you?
No, that wasn't a pop. I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, you did.
That wasn't a pop.
Do you remember when it was and why I did it?
It was because of the Kool-Aid.
No, it wasn't Kool-Aid.
Cause you.
Nope, you mixing them up.
No.
I'm gonna tell you when it was.
What?
When grandma died.
What I do?
Being some candy when grandma died?
I don't remember that. No, what I
You
do?
don't remember that? We was coming in the hospital. She hadn't died yet. She was in the hospital. And I told you I had threatened you, and I was like,
That was when we went up there for the family meeting.
yeah. Was that how you?
I remember that. We went for the
Yeah.
we went for the family
And I
meeting.
was, and I kept telling you, I was like, you don't want to get a beating if you don't stop.
So that's twice you beat me then. That's twice you beat me then.
Okay, that might be. Okay, it was twice. Well, look, you didn't even remember this one.
Oh,
We
well,
doing good.
I don't even remember.
I do because I kept because you know I really don't hit people's kids. I
wasn't a beating.
We got popped. But I
So it wasn't
did, and
a
I was
beating.
like,
Y'all was like the most ass whooping his family members ever. Like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I'm not trying to hear that from none of y'all.
I don't beat everybody else's kids. I beat my kids. And even that was sporadic. But y'all can't say I beat you. I've never popped our
You never
kids.
touched our kids.
You deserve to get popped.
But no.
Like I
But he
No.
got popped because
you
he played
deserve
properly.
every ass whooping.
I'm not saying I don't, but don't say that didn't happen.
But wait,
You ain't get
okay,
beat.
so wait.
You got
No,
popped.
beat. Ass whoop. Don't leave this room.
All right, so
You lived in the towers. I remember it.
Oh, he said, yeah, you lived in the tower.
I remember. Because I was drinking the Kool-Aid.
Oh, well, then you probably got that problem.
Yeah,
I'm not, but that's one time.
It was-
And now you know it's twice.
I remember.
But other than that, there wasn't like, that was like a normal behavior.
No,
Okay,
Babe,
hey, y'all, come
you
here.
drinking water roll?
Sorry. So, this is the shit, guys.
This was when grandma.
Oh, wait a minute, I gotta
passed away.
get that on. I can't even get that on there. Hold on. I need to put that in the film. I need
Just
to
the
get
pictures
that.
that I bought out my drawer.
Go ahead. What picture is that?
Oh, you gotta take a copy.
Let me see.
Oh, shit. I remember that picture.
Let me see.
I remember that. All right.
Wait.
Get my phone and take copy.
Let me
a
see.
copy of it.
Hold on, auntie.
Okay.
You gotta.
Okay, so Dante.
Action.
Stay focused over here for a
My
minute.
bad. No, that wasn't. It definitely wasn't like a regular camera. No, you was definitely like one of like you. I don't want to say I got a favorite aunt. I don't want to say that. That's out of pocket.
Now
But
you know I was your favorite aunt. Now go ahead and say it on camera.
Had to say it. It's all right because I'm who in them favorite.
you was the second runner-up in ass whooping this aunt. So
Because you deserved it. I'm Gucci in them favorite. I'm everybody's favorite.
All right, so okay, but I mean overall, was I mean a bad aunt?
no. 9 times out of 10, I feel it.
Come on.
And I'm about to say honestly, I don't know what Udi was talking about when he said, but I know whenever I seen you, we was out, like we was out all the time, every time. It was.
So you remember going to the beaches and stuff?
Yeah, hell yes, yeah. I remember times. I'm sorry. I remember times my mom going through it with me. It's like I guess like I was a bad kid. I remember like going with you for a little bit. I remember stuff like that. Like it was, yeah. I remember a time she'd come get me. It would just be me and her. We'd be out, and I'd just come to your house.
All right.
Definitely remember that.
So Dante, what do you remember?
Always going to the beach.
Always going to the beach.
Yeah, I always
Yeah, we
like
was always
when you came over, or it was it was just I just like the house being full, and I mostly remember being at grandma house 7 on August. That was like the yeah, that was the best. That was the best part of everything. It was the road trips, going to the beach, and then just when everybody was over there.
Dante, what's not your favorite?
Of course, yeah, yes, yeah.
Y'all loud.
Latif know I was his favorite.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, that was fun. It was like I didn't know what you did because I wasn't old enough to understand. So, and I never really asked, but I knew you were going to come back at some point. I know y'all were going to come back at some point. And I just always like remembered that or waited for it, like the Super Saturday. It seemed like Super Saturday, and then when Sandy came, we was like, it was summertime, and it was just like a whole nother world. And then Shane and then Daily and Poochie and it was bad. I love it.
Yeah.
Can I say something, Mark, real quick? Speaking about what he just
That was your
said.
favorite?
What about what he just said? Because it was the like you just said. At some point, y'all was going to come back. Like I do, yeah, and it was.
Remember when she came over to church lane and ran up the electricity bill because the AC? I didn't even turn the AC on.
You know what?
No, hold up, wait. That was the night. I was about to talk about.
Go ahead.
My bad. No. He was talking. My fault, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
But no, that night, yeah, I was about to talk about that. That was, I remember it was like 2007 or 2008. It was one of those years. Shannon said he be back, and I never seen that nigga since. Never seen his ass since, bro. I'm 25 now.
Like 21 when he told them that he be back, and he not like they literally.
Never seen him again. I'm 25 now.
I know. Life.
Yeah, he said
Because Shayna
outside.
was grown then.
He was like 21.
Yeah, he was grown. And as a matter of fact, Shayna wound up having to go. Shayna got a job offer to go to Oklahoma, I think it was. And I think that's one of the hard parts about when you come into 18, 19, and that you got to find a place to stay. He had to pay his own rent because I wasn't paying it. We gave him the red van. And he went and turned that in and wanted to go get him something more updated that he couldn't pay for. So life be lifing, as they say. And I think that's one of the things that I had to explain to my kid as siblings. I think the intention is always that you want to stay in contact and you want to stay together and different things of that nature. But sometimes it doesn't always pan out. But I know we always look forward to the trips. And to being kids, you know what I mean? That was important to me, but that y'all stay kids and that y'all stay connected.
We need all y'all to come down here.
I know we gotta
all of us,
need to get together.
and all of y'all,
Like Christmas or something.
because it's like it's a lot of y'all. It's just you and your family is a lot of y'all, and there's a lot of us. And like he said, like he's trying to say this, and then they never saw him again.
Yeah.
But then as we got older, they couldn't come down to Texas.
Right.
So, but we need to come up with something so they can see
I know.
Shane and them.
Me listening to you guys now. When me and Randy divorced, it stopped everything. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not that we were rich because it was money that we saved up. Is my point. But when we were divorced and there's no more income, just mine, then I have to be a little more careful with how I go with different things of that nature. But we always wanted to maintain a relationship of coming up here and spending time with you guys. But my point is, when life flips, you just gotta kind of adapt. You understand what I'm saying? So, but nonetheless, hearing the effect that it had, I mean, I wish we would have never stopped. But because we had no choice, that's kind of what we were left with. So I'm trying to put this into perspective.
But y'all was
I
never
know.
in Philly.
I know, but listen, I got you. This is what I was gonna say next. I know that family-wise, we got some issues. Whether it's detachment, like Shantae was talking about, lack of communication, people in their feelings. Okay? I can't make up for it, can't justify it, can't make no excuses for it. All I'm saying is the fact that sometimes we just miss it. We mess up and we screw up. And I'm sorry that you had to order. And I'm sorry that you...
The refrigerator door.
Can you say
I'm sorry.
Okay.
She asked me something.
She asked us. And so I can't apologize for other people. What I'm saying is I just understand that life got a way of flipping on its axis and stuff happening that we can't control. So what my question becomes now, or not my question, it kind of is a question. What can we do from this point forward so that we don't lose what's going on now. Now all y'all grown now.
Fat, get your sorry.
Right.
Fat, get your Aunt Shantae some water because she
Yeah,
don't know what
help
to
your
do.
Aunt Shantae. now that we all are grown and everybody has got something going on. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Everybody is grown. Now the question becomes, how do we make it work? Without, in other words, the love, I don't think the love has ever stopped. I think the memories just died.
I don't care about the holidays and all that because
No, you're not gonna kill
all right, I've looked at it. And it's not just with the families, with like friends of mine. I got a lot of friends or associates or whatever the case. And I noticed when they text me, the last time that I talked to them and text them would be the last holiday or the last birthdays. And I noticed that with certain family members, and it'd be like, I don't care to do it. Because I feel like it's disingenuous. Like, let's all get together if we can't get together. Like, let's get on the phone and talk. But I know, understand, people got lives, they got things to do. Like, I have a son and I got a job, and now I got this brand that I'm trying to build and do all this stuff. So my time, I can't really. That's why I got here at 10 o'clock today. I would have came yesterday, but I had to do something. Auntie, you got. Wait. I'm sorry. Like, I know you got whatever going on now. It's like, damn, you got to focus on that now. You can't always be there or whatever. Like, I could have been mad at you. Like, I just got out of jail. I just went to this. Why auntie wasn't there? No. I think it's crazy for me to feel like. No.
A day.
No.
And some change prior to.
No. But I've seen it in this family where it's like, I didn't read the whole text message. And I don't want to get into it, but when I say it, don't know why I say nothing about it. The whole thing with, all right, Chris was saying something about Daryl. I was just like, what? But I'm not like that. Like, and I know my family's not like that. I know some of us tend to have ways to, they hold grudges or like whatever. But I'm not like that. Like, you can come talk to me.
I hold grudges, and I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it. I like you said, he don't celebrate this because of our family is, but Dante, in the Born of us here, I would say to him too, and Latif, like, I'm your mom. On Mother's Day, even though everybody say Mother's Day is every day, not to me because I don't feel like it. Like, if you don't want to celebrate, that's fine, but I at least deserve a text or a visit. Like, I don't celebrate Mother's Day. Like, yes, do I ruin Tip's Mother's Day every year? Yes. Because I don't get gifts. I don't get texts. Like, Dante took me out one time for Mother's Day. And that was the only Mother's Day. He be 32 or 33 this year. I've only celebrated Mother's Day one time. And that's because he took me out. Every other time I'm in the house, I don't do nothing on Mother's Day. Nothing. Bona gave me $200 last year. I don't do nothing on Mother's Day.
Okay, so
I feel like I don't get celebrated.
Okay,
I want to be acknowledged, like, for everything that I've given up for just because of having kids young, just because of all the stuff I couldn't do. Like, I didn't have a childhood at all, not 1 ounce of childhood, because I had Dante went a week after I turned 14. I didn't have a childhood. And I want to be acknowledged on a Mother's Day. I want to be noticed because I gave them everything down to my shoes when they was growing up. And I want to be acknowledged. And I feel stupid every year. Because I think Betty, I know my mom and them do something for Betty every year. I know your kids do something for you every year. Daryl, whatever his life is, he buy Crystal diamonds. Do she deserve it? Maybe she don't. But I know I deserve something. And it's just that
my
one
kids
time.
don't do it every Mother's Day. They don't be having it.
But
don't
still,
do it
you
every
probably
year.
get a text. You probably get a card. You probably get this. I don't get
She
that.
right, like she said, I still get a phone
I don't
call
get
or something.
that.
So okay, so how
I
y'all
don't get
feel?
that.
So y'all listening to that? Wait, hey y'all. hold
I don't
on.
get that at
So
all.
how do y'all listening to that? How y'all feel?
I'm gonna go first. Me, honestly, I love my mom to death. You know that. As far as like holidays,
I'm not talking about holidays. I'm just talking
no, Mother's Day is a holiday. You feel me? Mother's Day is I can't even tell y'all what day Mother's Day was this year.
We know.
I can't.
But that's what she's saying.
But if I had known
Cause you ain't gonna mind.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let me have known.
Like, if you called me one day
How can you not know?
and you asked for money for Ivy, you got hurt. I gave you money to give Ivy something, and she wasn't even the mother. You got her something for Mother's Day with my money, and you didn't give me nothing.
I didn't know that was Mother's Day.
Excuse me.
Can I ask something?
That's not okay.
Can I just say something real fast? Do you
No.
feel like, besides, let's get out of the, I get that Mother's Day is special to you, or a holiday,
It's not special. I want it to be special.
Right, so, besides Mother's Day or a holiday, do you feel like you unappreciated as a mother and whole? Do you feel like you don't have no type of connection on a daily basis? Do you feel like there's something missing? I'm trying to understand that.
I feel like when we all left Stafford Street, because I saw my kids every day, I think it was like a 2.5 to 3 year span I didn't see Bonin. Latif is the only kid that I see the most. Maybe because we Cash App friendly, I don't know. But he's the only one that I see all the time. Like, I didn't see Dante for a minute, and I think it was because of something personal that I went through. But it's like Latif is the only one that I see on the right way.
You speaking about when it comes to Mother's Day, you said that the only person you seen was Latif. But
no, I don't see him on Mother's Day. I just see him more than I see anybody
But you also
else.
said when it comes to Dante and everything else.
Like, he told me he don't celebrate any holidays. So without the celebration of any holidays, like, I feel so at least I can get a text. And like for the last 3 or 4 years, I don't even get that on Mother's Day.
Okay, granted, with that being said, what did you say Dante said to you when he stopped talking to you as why he felt like...
Oh, yeah. And I don't know why he said this, but he said that I was a liar. And I only thing I ever lied to him about any of my kids, because I keep everything 100 with them. Only thing I ever lied to them about was smoking weed when they was little. Like,
What?
that was it. That's the
So
only
you're saying
thing.
that you don't tell the truth to save them from anything that is in your personal life yourself, that you don't want them to be harmful to them at any given
I
time?
don't do anything in my personal life for them to be
Your
harmful
personal
to.
life meaning personal, just your
It was
personal
just
life.
smoking weed, but I knew they was all gonna end up doing it, and they did it.
But Dante must have felt some type of way. for
I
him to
didn't
stop
know
talking to
why
you.
he said that. When he said I'm a liar
So
and I'm
ask
this
him.
and I'm that, I don't know why he said
Okay,
that.
ask Dante.
When did I say
I
that?
called you one day to ask you something,
Because for a whole
and you
year
said I don't know. You was like, you're a liar, you're this and you're that, and I hung up on you.
You
I
gotta
didn't know what
be
you was-
specific.
It was like 2 years ago. I
Yeah,
remember this.
It was like
Latif, no.
It was like
Tell
3
me
years
what
ago.
is
He
this?
said I was a liar, and I was like, one thing I ever lied to
Remember-
them about was smoking weed when they was younger. I said it was the smell of.
It was probably like,
Come on, T.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah.
it was probably like last year, right
It
before.
wasn't last year. It was like
No, he said,
2.5
said a
or
couple
3
of years.
ago.
No, yeah. It was like 2. Remember-
I called Dante to ask him something, and he said
It was when
I
they was
a
going through
liar.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
It was around the
when
time
me
when they
and
was,
Sid going through it,
yeah,
but
it was around the time when you
he
and
said
Tim
I
was
was
going
a
through
liar,
it.
and I never lied to Mike. I lied to you.
Is that what hurt you that he
That
called you a
before
liar?
I lied to them, I don't lie to them about anything.
Okay, is that what really hurt you, the fact that he called you a liar?
No, because I didn't know what he was talking about. It hurt it, but I didn't. It couldn't hurt like deep because I didn't know what he was talking about. Because at first I might have thought that I may have told him that I didn't have Aston around Tip, but I was like, I couldn't have possibly done that because Aston comes over on a regular and Tip is there. So I
Oh,
don't
are you
know
talking
what
about he
he
was
was talking about.
dealing with Tempe? You wasn't dealing with that.
Dealing with what?
Dealing you was
The
supposedly
whole
not dealing with
situation
Tempe
that had
anymore.
happened. And remember, you said Dante and Latif came to pick you up. But you didn't want to leave the house. You were still trying to stay there. Something
But
about
I
it
was
was
so
like he wasn't
dealing
going
with
to keep dealing with
her.
this.
Oh,
But
never
yeah,
like her.
but
we said we wasn't getting back
we
in.
thought it was all
Done and
about
over with.
Tempest doing a whole bunch of stuff. When for real was both of y'all doing crap to each other.
Yeah, I never
But
said that I
Dante
wasn't
felt like he was put in a situation where he was at risk.
Where he was-
I
because
didn't
he only
call
felt
him.
Right, he didn't. No one called Dante, but Dante was defending his mother as he should.
Yeah,
But
even
how?
to this day, you said
No,
that I
that's
called
fake.
him, and I
No,
didn't.
I did not. What I said was the way
No,
Dante
he called me.
Right.
Yeah,
what I said
no.
was-
If anybody called anybody, it was me.
Okay.
Right. But what I said was the way that Dante moved and acted,
was like I was
he
nobody.
acted on the part of what you told him. He did not have the full story.
I didn't that day when Dante came over.
But-
I did not tell
I guess
him.
I get that. I know now. I
wasn't.
understand.
That's the whole thing. You
That's
wasn't
why
talking
he
to me.
called
It wasn't
you. That's
the
why he
fact
said
that
what
you didn't
he
know
said.
nothing.
Only person that talked to anybody outside
Was
of was me.
Let me hug my nephew because I'm his favorite.
No, don't hug yet.
I thought because you were always telling me I was a man of the house. I didn't know what that meant. So it's only tears because of the liquor.
No, you okay?
But-
Ain't no liquor.
Even if they
No, this has been a long ass time coming. Let it go.
But
I'm drunk.
Nigga, shut up.
don't give him nothing else to drink. Don't
Give me more to drink, nigga.
No, because we don't got no money.
wait, listen. When I gave Teeth and money, when I gave Teeth and Keem some money and got them whatever, like I saw that as me taking care of them because I knew if I just gave you money, you was just gonna spend it all on them or all
clothes
of
and
us.
stuff and
So
No, us. She was gonna spend it on us.
so nothing for yourself.
I told them don't ask her for nothing, don't like use your money for
Let her
whatever.
have her own.
Yeah.
About how you
Please
feel.
let him talk.
You can't take this from him. He's trying to do all. Sometimes, wait a minute, hold on. Sometimes if we're gonna get healed, in order for us
You gotta
to
hear
get
what
healed,
you don't wanna
you gotta
hear.
take the Band-Aid off. But you're trying to explain it. You're not allowing him
No,
to
because
talk.
it went from what he's saying, from what was said, what Tim said. That's 6 years after the fact. When he went back,
I know, that's why he,
But that's why
he's
it's
Yeah, that's what I
rewinding.
want.
That's where it started for him.
He's pretty much rewinding, so we gotta get back to the part that bothers him inside.
And why he
Because here's the thing, you want listen to me. Let me tell you what I'm looking at. This is straight up.
This the only way he
This
can,
the minister side. Listen to me.
because this the only way he can heal
right.
to where you
This
want
is the
to be
minister
acknowledged.
side of me.
That's
This is
what
what
I'm
I do. I'm looking at the tears in your eyes, and I'm looking at the tears in your son's eyes.
And Latif is
And we're
blocking
letting you have.
Latif is like ice. He's blocking it.
We're letting you be able to be vulnerable, but you got to give him that same freedom to do it. You can't stop his tears no more than I can stop yours. I know you're not. I know you don't think you are. But what I'm saying is this right here got to come out, because in order for us to try and fix and to mend something, we got to let this come off.
This is the only way we can go back to being that family that we
Exactly.
It's never talked
Exactly.
And we all say the same
All right,
thing,
so
that we
Dante.
hate that we not together.
Look at me.
We
Look
all
at
say
me.
it.
Just look at me. Do I need to get closer? 'Cause I do face to face.
It's the one, whatever I'm drinking is too much of it.
I hear you talking. I want you to look at me. Look at me. Let me say this to you first. I gotta say this. You're gonna let me. This is the pastor. This is the pastor part of me. What I do. First of all, I'm sorry, because you could never be the head of the house. That weight is part of the problem. But when we don't know, or we say things because it's Shayna, for example, when we got divorced or whatever, that's the one thing I never did to him, because I understood that he was still a child and he wasn't developed to even be the head of his mama or the head of a household. So but I understand why we say it, because it's that weight that really is on your shoulders. It doesn't even matter what happened, but I'm gonna let you finish. But that weight you were never supposed to carry. And that's the part of the frustration. You understand what I'm saying? So Now what I need to do, once we get here, that's the part I need. We got to have that off your shoulders. And I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. One of the hardest things to do is to say, well, be the head or be the head of the household. I come in and I'm the head of the household and I'm giving boom, 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 boom. If one person in my giving appears not to want it, appears to downplay it, or whatever else, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. Why? Because in my mind, I'm trying to do what I know to do and I'm feeling as if I'm not appreciated. Or what I'm doing, I'm not saying this is so. Let me give my example for a reason. I'm not saying this, I'm telling you how I would feel if I am trying to do the things that I know is right to do and it's either not appreciated or not appreciated. I'm not saying that's how you felt. I'm saying that that's the weight that we put on your shoulders when we say stuff like that. So what I'm saying to you,
it was
whatever.
Man of the house, not head of house.
Okay, man. But head of the house, man of the house, same thing.
Nah.
Not necessarily.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
I'm being real. Not necessarily.
Okay, in this context, sometimes it is.
He was the only
man. Give me some tips.
They got enough food back there.
It's only Mac. They want to take us. I got nothing to do with that.
Finish it.
Okay, he says he wants to finish it. Okay, let him finish it, and then we gonna stop. We gotta find some food.
By you always telling me that, and then not really, it wasn't your fault, but like it was nothing after that. It was just like you the man in the house, and then it was like you the big brother. You supposed to set the example, and it was like with Keem and T, like right. Yes. It was just like but I know my brothers more than you know your sons, mom. So it's just like I know they ain't doing nothing, and like we all was in the house all the time. So when I got to 9th grade, that's what I'm saying all this because I'm talking about past Michelle, and I understood like now I understand everything that she was doing and everything. Like, and I understand that we were just watching you grow up. Like I understood that, like, cause I heard somebody say it. Like I was in high school still, and I was like. And then I was able to forgive you for all this stuff, like, oh, because you were just doing your best. Like, regardless of us not having whatever, it was like, I don't care. Because it was always us. And if it wasn't us, it was y'all.
But do you realize y'all never had a babysitter because you was the one who did
the babysitter
while I was at work?
Right, but for record, I feel like I turned out amazing.
When you wasn't in the house, it was free reign. I didn't care what they was doing. That's why we always got in trouble. That's why the house was always crazy because I come out from whatever I was doing or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, they don't tell me that you coming home and now everybody can ass whooping. It's like, right.
It wasn't crazy.
I didn't know how to be a big brother. Don't I tell y'all this? I tell them that now.
Nigga, you did a great job.
No, but it wasn't a conscious thing of like, oh yeah, don't do this. Like, look, mommy go to work, so look, she gonna be back around 7. Cause you always gonna catch us. We didn't pay attention. Until you knew, we never paid attention to nothing. We never paid attention to nothing. But
I still think to this day, they still think I got eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah, we like, how did she? But because we never paid attention to nothing. We just always whatever we wanted to do. All right, she left.
Yes.
You don't know shit that she's sitting at the end of the block in the car.
Pay
Like,
attention to her schedule. Be 2 feet ahead of her.
He ain't care nothing about that.
That was something.
But it wasn't that because I always was cool with my neighbors, so they would always tell me. Or when they was in school, that's how I know like teeth hung from a tree like a monkey.
Yeah.
Because it was like you never know who's driving by, you never know who's on the bus, you never know who's standing at the corner, you never know who's in the store. Like I got my information from people that they didn't even know.
Right, and she would say that, so that's why every time I went outside, or I never skipped school, I never.
Watching your back,
I never did nothing because I was like, no, my mom knew somebody out here.
Okay, look, I'm gonna have to use a really, really uncomfortable word right now, and a lot of people don't want to hear this word. But some stuff you can't go back and fix, so you're gonna have to forgive.
I didn't know that he felt like that until it went down. But he didn't know. He like you said, he thought it was about money. I didn't know nothing about money. I was dying in the other room.
Okay, right. So what I'm saying is, this is where the community, I know he don't know what you're talking about. He don't know. But look,
I remember that.
He wasn't.
Okay, look. Can I say?
Mom, that's what I'm telling him about right now. I wasn't there that night. He,
So that's what I'm
didn't know.
saying.
He genuinely did not know.
He didn't know.
was literally in his room.
Listen, right here, listen. But he's telling you. But Latif is telling you he didn't know.
And I didn't know that he thought it was about money. I didn't know nothing about the money until way down.
Okay, exactly. So listen to what I'm saying. Some of this is gonna have to be forgiveness. Because you're now finding out, you're thinking it's about one thing, you're thinking it's about something different, and the reality of it is y'all in two different conversations.
Yeah. Like he didn't get like
I know, so it's called
he didn't leave the room the
but it
whole
calls
time.
forgiveness. Listen, forgiveness. Forgiveness means, look, I didn't know. I didn't know you felt this way. I didn't know you took it that way. I thought this. I forget. Now that's the thing. If you say y'all, the tears tell me y'all love one another. But my question is, can y'all both come? How can y'all both come to a place to say, you know what? In spite of what I didn't do and I wasn't there and what I thought you thought, I love you. How can we grow? Because that's where we are right now. I acknowledge the pain of the past. I acknowledge the fact of how you feel. And I acknowledge the fact of you having to get things off your chest. But the love is supposed to override the drama.
And why didn't you call us to say something was wrong?
Cause I called Pam and she took me to the hospital. That I was dating.
But why wouldn't you call me?
So I could. But wait a minute. Can we
go to the
But can we? But
I don't think I had to say.
But look. But hey,
It's the point of
hello. Exactly. Okay. Right. Okay. So listen. Look at what we're talking about. Here's the question: Can we get to a place? Can we get to a place of forgiveness? Forgiveness is just simply saying, you know what? I know you feel that way. I know you took it that way. But if you go back and forth, y'all will be doing this for the rest of the next 6 months or 6 years. And that right there isn't healthy.
Can you do it for your mac and cheese? Because I'm confused where everybody
Why y'all keep eating and we like
Well,
She was just giving out tips.
what you're saying is that, well, what my mom said is that she wants a day to be special. Is it, and that's the visitor mode, and I'm trying to remember like exactly what she said.
She wants to be appreciated.
and acknowledged on Mother's Day.
I would just say acknowledge in general.
Yeah, that's what I was saying because
And my birthday.
And birthday.
Like I wouldn't love. I wouldn't love.
Finish, so he's trying to get clarity. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to put some.
This is my thing.
Okay.
This is my thing.
This is his thing. What's your thing?
I'll do whatever, but is it? I want to say what
Will
is
it be genuine or will it be just because that's what she wants?
I think it would be both.
But that's
I would like
Not if he's not clear. You see how his face is. That's why I said
All
that.
right, I get jealous when I talk to Sadie. They will took the bargain, whatever. Even if I took it the wrong way.
But we
But
can't
they
put
get-
ourselves on other people's
No, I'm not trying to put
storylines.
myself in her storyline. It's just the way that they didn't go out for her.
the Mother's Day thing? I may not always be able to. You gonna put aside the fact that I don't celebrate. If you want me to, it's not even if you want me to. I'll do it just to make you feel good. And I'm not saying that to be a sarcastic or anything like that. Because if that's what you want, is gonna make you make your day. I'll do that. Yes, I want to do that for my mom. I'm not.
been like, no.
These girls want me to take them on dates. Of course, I'm gonna do something for my mom. I don't go on dates. You can ask anybody. I don't do any of that. It's not just with you. I don't do that with anybody. I don't celebrate anything. I don't go anywhere and do anything. But when it comes to them, I don't have it all the time. Sometimes
Everybody got a text and you pay your phone bill.
Mom, I'm not trying to go back and forth with you. Like, you want what you want, and I want what I want, and it's not a disrespectful thing. Like, honestly, I feel you don't know. I'm beefing with you a little bit.
What the fuck? What we beefing
But
about?
see, you wouldn't.
Chicken out.
But see, man, listen. Cut the camera.
You're doing too much.
No, you didn't. Why
You gotta edit all this. You do all the editing, don't you?
Therefore, I'm not trying to keep it on